Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to T's Reactions. I am T, and today we're going to be talking about like conspiracies, questions, all things related to what exactly is Edward Scissorhands. I'm very excited to talk about this because this is one of my favorite movies ever. It is probably by far my favorite Tim Burton movie along with Dark Shadows. If you've not seen Edward Scissorhands or Dark Shadows, I highly recommend checking them out. I'm saying highly a lot. I really think I'll be doing a Dark Shadows conspiracies, questions, things pretty soon because now it's engraved into my head after doing this one. So if you're new here, hi, I'm T. I'll link down my Twitter for you guys. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content, and let's just get right into this. Alright, I gotta say that Edward Scissorhands terrified me as a kid. I don't know what it was, but I would just have nightmares all the time about him. He would always just be something that scared me. It was probably like my biggest fear as a kid, along with snakes, but those are still big. But I like outgrew this fear probably by the time I was like 10. And then I watched the movie and I'm like, okay, he's not in it to hurt people. He doesn't like mean any bad. He's not a bad person. He can't help the way he is. So yeah, so I'm just gonna be covering some questions and all that, and hopefully you get some answers. Okay, so the first question I have is Edward like immortal? Is he like just gonna be around forever? Is there like no way in him like aging or dying? Because like when you meet him in the beginning of the movie with him and Kim, yeah, Kim, he's young, they're young, and then when it shows Kim when she's like older, as she's aged on, it shows Edward again at the end when he's like making the ice sculpture and it's snowing, but he still like looks young. So he must just is gonna be around forever, I'm assuming. I don't know. Let me know what you think on that one because I feel like that's like the most reliable answer to it is that he's just never gonna die. But honestly, who knows? Okay, so this next one is one that I noticed right away as a kid. It was always just going around in my head. Like it never explains it. There was no answers for this online. I even tried googling it, and yet there was like no even questions about it. I couldn't find like anyone who had the same question that I'm gonna ask. But the entire time that Edward is up on the mountain, like those whole times, like after that scientist died, did like no one go up there because no one had ever seen Edward before until the Patty, is that her name? Whatever, Kim's mom, the one who goes up there and brings him back to the town. Did like no one ever go up there to the house to like see what was up there? Because the house is on this big mansion that you can see from, I'm assuming from far away, because it's on this huge mountain, and yeah, it just is really noticeable. Like, how can you not see it? So like that entire time that Edward's been up, I guess you don't really know how long he's been up there by himself, but like did no one ever go up and was like curious to see, or I don't know, who knows. The next thing is, what is up with the town, the houses? Why are they like so ugly? Why are they like that kind of color? Why, who honestly thinks that that is a nice neighborhood to live in? I mean, it does make it look more welcoming and friendly, but it is just kind of peachy. Peachy, yes, peachy. That's the word. Peetchy? I don't know. What are words, anyways? But yeah, why are they the way they are? I've seen things saying that people think that was like from Edward's perspective and the things that he saw. Like that's the way he saw the town, and they didn't actually like the houses weren't actually painted like that. But there's even like this weird one that's like orange and green and all kinds of stuff. It's like the most ugliest thing I've ever seen. Okay, so the next one I have is the old man obviously dies when he's giving Edward the present of hands. And it shows him dying like Edward's first encounter with like blood pretty much, it kind of shows. But like what did Edward exactly do with the man's body? Did he like I don't think Edward can dig. I don't think he probably like maybe disposed of it. I don't know. It doesn't show what he did with the old man's body. It just shows the old man lying on the floor, and when like I keep wanting to say Patty, I'm pretty sure it's Patty, comes up there. Peg. You know what? Hang on, let me look this up. Peg, Patty. Let's see. know she's a main character, but she's not on this main characters list. Peg. Okay, it's Peg, not Patty. Peg. I don't know why I thought Patty. Peg. Anyways, when Peg goes up there to the house for the first time, who knows how long it had actually been since the scientist died? I'm assuming a while because like his hair has like kind of changed and all that. So I'm assuming it hadn't been recent. But like what happened to the old man's body? Like Edward had just like actually almost been finalized because the old man was giving Edward the present of the actual hands that he was going to give to him in replace of the scissors. But who knows what actually happened to the old man because no one, I don't think like anyone really knew exactly what happened that he like had a heart attack and died or I I don't know. I don't think he would have just like thrown him outside. He probably didn't know honestly what had happened, you know? Okay, so this one also kind of goes with the last one in a sense. So Edward has scissors for hands, right? And the inventor or whatever is giving him the present of hands. But wouldn't it have just like taken about the same amount of time just to put the hands on in the first place? Like, why did he have to go all the trouble to like connect the wires to the scissors and make sure that they would all like work? And wouldn't it have just like maybe have been a little bit easier if he just would have skipped that process and put the hands on? You know, I don't know. It's just something to kind of think about. I don't know. I get he was like trying to invent them and maybe he wanted it to be like perfect and to see, but we never know. These are just things you can't get answered. All right, so this next one, I don't know if they just don't think about these things when they're putting the movie together or what exactly happens. So the old man dies, right? Yep. Um, like kind of going like off one of the first points. Did no one like ever come up to the house that the old man was like dead because like bills weren't being paid? He like wasn't being keeping up on like his lively matters. Like you have bills, stuff you got to pay for. And like if that stuff wasn't being paid, like it's not like Edward could be like, oh yeah, I'll just sign this for the bills. Like, did no one like think to like go up there and check like why didn't like no one go up there and like sell the house or like I don't know, like you know what I mean? Okay, so this next one is kind of silly, but like why did Edward have the outfit that he did? Like why was he like always just in like that black suit like thing? Was that like his actual like body and then like underneath it was like his I don't know if he had like organs or anything, but like why was he just constantly like in that black attire, you know? Because like when he goes and lives with Peg for a while, like he has like that white shirt and like the suspenders and all of that, but why that black suit? I don't see the point of that. Is that just to like make him know that he was like different, that he wasn't like actually human? Anyhow, the next point is one that I guess doesn't really need an answer, but like, does Edward ever sleep or eat or do anything like that? Because like throughout the movie, like he'll have a plate full of food, but you never like actually see him. Well, I guess you do like one time, but like he like hardly eats anything at all. Well, I guess two times. So like the first night he's with Peg, and then they have like that welcoming party, and like they're like all surrounding him, like, oh, try this, try this. Like most of the time, like his plate is like severely full, and like he doesn't really eat that much. Is like that okay with him? Like the same thing with like sleep. Every time like it shows them like at night, his eyes are always just like wide awake. His eyes are just wide open. He's like just thinking about stuff. So I wonder if like does he like actually sleep or does he just lie awake there all night? You know? I don't think I'd be able to do that. I need like a lot of hours of sleep. And the next point comes from the scene when Kim's boyfriend takes Edward and wants him to break into his dad's like money room. I don't know what else to call that. Like his den where or like his safe room where he keeps like all of his money and all that, you know? And it's like highly secure. It has high security in it and all of that stuff. But like so they like trick him and then they lock Edward in there and it's like locked and like he's like even fidgeting with the doorknob and like there's no way that he can be able to like turn it and actually open it. But then once like the alarm goes off and they're like, all right, come on out. How does he get the door open? He can't like just turn the knob. Like how did he open it? You know? Like it's not like he like, can actually grip onto something and like twist it. I don't know. So I don't know. And I just feel bad that they thought they could take advantage of him like that, because he's an innocent guy. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't like to do wrong. He's actually kind of one that likes to do what's right. And he had no idea that he was going to be tricked like that. But then, yeah, I don't get how he was just able to open that door, because it didn't like open up on its own. I mean, it unlocked and everything once the alarm was disabled, but I don't get how he just opened it and came out. Alright, and the last point I have is not really anything towards, well, I guess it kind of is, but it's towards Edward a little bit. But like, what kind of town just has like overgrown herbs and ferns and all that just going everywhere? Like, you never see that around today. And I get this was like back in like the 90s that this was made, but like, I feel like if, at least where I live, people like hate overgrown grass, they hate weeds, they hate big like herb like that. Like, everyone has them, and then they're like, Edward, come cut mine, come cut mine. And what kind of town just wants overgrown bushes everywhere? Like, I know I don't. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe if you'd like to see more content. We will have some more conspiracy videos coming your way. Something I'm actually very excited about, but you'll see those at a later time. Also, yes, before you ask, I've said this before, I will be doing Coraline because I know I'll get asked to do that. Also, just feel free to check out some of my other videos. I've had a lot go up in the last couple of weeks, and if you'd like to see those, check them out. I did like a Dua Lipa Future Nostalgia reaction. I did a reaction to Troye Sivan's new song, Take Yourself Home, which is actually really good. I have listened to it nonstop the last couple of days. I really love it. And yeah, I guess we'll see you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next time.